welcome to Backwine Podcast, the podcast where anything goes. I'm Chris.
I'm Dale. Sorry, I was doing this. It's like fire. I was looking into it.
It's like ball tickling.
Yeah, like fire. That's what I just said.
You saying you're on fire at ball tickling?
So basically, yeah, I put fire under to tickle my balls.
You mocking me just because I cued it in.
Who are you?
You know by now. I'm Ollie.
Yay!
Molly.
Come
Hello,
on.
Molly. How are we doing? Sorry.
Fantastic. And we have a
Claire,
special...
tell everyone your name.
Okay, there we are.
Oh, sorry.
We have a
I'm
special...
Claire.
There you go. Hello, Claire. You were on episode 7, I think.
Yeah.
So that was quite a while ago, because now this is episode 22, so welcome back.
Thanks.
Lovely to have
Nice
you.
to be back.
You're okay, Ollie. Looking at me
You're
very funny.
Quite in memory. Do
Sorry?
you check?
Go
Like, because I remember whenever we have people who've been on before, you always
Yeah.
say you were on episode whatever. Do you remember or do you check?
Yeah, I
Because
remember.
I have no idea.
Really?
I can't remember what one we're on
Great,
now.
so I suppose that one was really memorable then.
Yeah.
No, I can't remember
So-
which
no.
episode's which.
That was when Claire and Scheme were on, talking about dreams and stuff.
Jesus Christ,
No.
I have no.
We did it really,
No
we did it really
concept.
fast because there was the Wales game. We caught the second half when you left. I just remember these things.
Jeez.
Yeah, thank you. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Things you like this week? Shit that went wrong this week. Who's going first?
Do you want to get out of the way, Dale?
I'll get it out the way,
Tell
yeah.
everyone.
Okay, cool.
Just never- please.
So did you, first of all, because, well, we know something bad's coming up, so there was a lot of shit for you this week.
Yeah.
But was there anything you liked this week? Or should we cushion the
Get the shit out of
the
the
shit
way.
out of the
Yeah,
way and then we
okay,
cushion it with
let's-
something you like?
Yeah, okay, so...
Okay.
Pushing the shit.
yeah,
bro.
so...
Cushion the shit.
Basically, since coming back from holiday, I haven't really had that good of a time. I really should have stayed abroad. Shit's happened with work, which I can't exactly say, but I've had some bad news with work. Then after I got that bad news, obviously, as I told you guys, so on my way to pick up my missus, and on junction 33 coming off the M4 to pick up my missus at the services, my car broke down, overheated, and been now towed into a garage, which they've told me the head gasket's gone, and so's the cylinder, and so is the thermostat, and so has the
Wheels.
what's it, the water tank. So
Just the
yeah.
steering wheel is left.
Yeah.
So pretty much, yeah, I didn't have a very good day that day.
Do you want to cushion it with something nice that happened?
Yeah, I do, but something good that happened was the one thing I said I didn't want to say, just in case you hear.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
So yeah,
So-
pretty much. So yeah,
But it was good.
thanks for that. Yeah. So okay, I will say I've been looking for engagement rings. That's what I'll say for my missus.
Just tell us you can't listen to the episode, it'll be fine.
Okay, then I bought an engagement
Yeah.
ring for my missus. There we
This is
go.
going so
I'll just
well.
tell her not to say, or anyone that's listening and knows Kirsty, please don't tell her.
You'd be the worst, like, secret operative ever.
And you'd be like, just tell me, and I won't tell her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
I
she
didn't.
like,
I didn't force it out.
is
of
she
you.
like,
I
go
just-
press the button, and she's the one who goes to press the button? Is she like one of those people? You know,
Oh,
you know when you
right,
tell
yeah.
someone you
oh
can't
no,
do something.
I don't
and
think
you
she's
just
actually
got
heard
the
that
urge?
many anyway. She doesn't have the
No?
time, and she doesn't really
Okay.
want to.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough.
I've told her
You might be safe
she
then.
basically every time I've come home from a podcast, she's just like, "Oh, so what did you just talk about?" And I'm like, "I can't really
Stuff.
remember."
She doesn't listen. And she's not a keeper.
Do you listen to them?
Take that ring back.
No.
Yeah, I listen to him every Saturday morning. As soon as Chris posts them on SoundCloud.
Fair play.
Oh, cheers, all.
Yeah, I do listen to
So
him.
you clearly
Yeah,
don't.
so do I. Yeah,
I just skip through all your
You-
boring
you-
ass bits.
You just want to see if you sound like an idiot or look like an idiot, really.
I'm over that now.
Oh, okay.
I just want to
Really?
strap in for the hilarity.
The only ones I've
Since
heard
you
are the
said
ones
I
I've
started
shown
vlogs.
Kirsty.
Mm.
The only one that me or Kirsty have shown are the strap-ons. What? Sorry, did you say strap-ons?
Claire was making fun of my
Strap-ons.
vlogs.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't.
Yeah,
I
so
was
that's-
just stating
I've
the
had-
fact that you already mentioned.
Yeah, I've had a
What?
pretty bad week, I will say. Pretty bad time since I've been home. I did say to Kirsty we should have stayed abroad.
You're gonna be in one now, Claire.
Yeah.
This is vlogging.
This is
Oh, it's
vlogging.
vlogging. I knew you were taking a photo.
Yeah, so just
No.
a really long photo. Yeah, so Ollie, you're next.
Yeah, go on.
I'll put that away.
And your phone too.
Things I liked. I can't really think of anything this week. I haven't done anything. I haven't seen any new films. I haven't watched any new TV. So nothing. Shit that went wrong. I nearly killed myself at gymnastics. Like legit, nearly killed myself.
So
Like,
you
Did you have to do your
saved
neck
John's
again?
life the previous week, and
Yeah.
now you've got to take someone else's life to counteract it.
I think you and I have got some universal karma going on.
Yeah.
Where you had the best holiday week ever and just a shitstorm when you got back. and I saved a life and nearly took my own.
Yeah.
It was fucking awful, and it was so embarrassing.
What happened?
The guy... Oh, actually, there's something else I liked as well, but I'll tell the shit story first. The guy who runs the adult sessions at gymnastics...
Gymnastics. Yeah.
Gymnastics.
He was like, what do you want to work on this week? So I said handstands, and he was like, no problem. So he's like, come with me, we'll go and do handstands somewhere quiet.
Go do handstands together.
I think he fancies me,
Cool.
and I'll tell you why in a minute.
I want to see you upside down. That's what he says.
It's so my dick could be closer to his face.
So, yeah.
Because I'm like that. And
Yeah.
tall. So anyway, he's like, right, what you need to learn is how to forward roll out of a handstand.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So on your hands, and then the idea is if you're going backwards too far,
Duck.
you come onto your shoulders and roll out, as opposed to just falling out or
Did you
falling
just land
out
on
of
it
the way.
now?
Yeah. So
Ooh.
so he was like, right, you come up, I'll grab your legs, and then I'll
I'll grab your
guide
dick.
you down. Yeah. Like, I'll grab your legs. I'll go wrong. That was a man with a mouthful of dick. I didn't know what that sounds like.
Why would you talk?
Because you want to make sure you're doing a good job.
Oh, okay.
You tell me what you like, yeah?
Oh man.
Anyway,
I'm
so
gone already.
for the first couple of tries, he held my ankles. This sounds awful. And then,
So basically, you were 69 in the held your ankles.
and then he guided my head down. Right?
Yeah. I gotta say, my week's already better. Go on.
Go on.
So I was in good hands for the first couple of tries. And then he was like, right, this time you go solo and I'll watch. This is all exactly what he said. It just so
Oh my
happens that
God,
in the
oh my
context of...
That we've just been
Yeah,
saying.
it sounds really awful.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
good.
So the second time, the time I was by myself, I was on my hands, and he was like, "Right, okay, carry on, do what you need to do." And I could feel myself falling, so that I would have fallen with my feet out. You know, you just come down from a handstand. But I thought people are watching, so I've got to do what I'm supposed to do in inverted commas. So I ended up just sort of like accordioning onto myself.
Ouch.
I think I might have been a little concussed. Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, like I was out of it, and then he came and he knelt over me, and he's got. This guy's really nice, but there's just things about him that make me chuckle. Like
Okay.
he's got a massive lisp.
A massive lip.
Yeah. So I was on the floor, and he came over, and he was like, "Stay down. Are you injured?" So I was
spit
like,
all over you.
I was like, I bit my lip. I've got chest. I think I've bruised some muscles
Ribs,
in
yeah.
or
Oh, okay,
something,
yeah.
intercostal muscle. That's the only muscle I remember from biology. She's like, "Stay down. Are you injured?" And I was like, "Fuck, no, I'm not injured, but I don't feel right." So I got up anyway, and then like everyone was just like, "You literally just folded in half," and I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, this is interesting because I told this story to Zoe. Do you remember? And I wanted to get you to back this up. Is when we were at yours and Matt's house, and he bounced on the trampoline. And do
Yeah.
you remember the way he fell?
Yeah.
Were you there as well,
I was
Claire?
there, yeah.
And,
I remember
and
listening
Ollie
back to
can't
that.
remember it because you were concussed. That's
Yeah,
why.
probably was.
But I was just thinking it just like echoed
Folded
things. So
in
you
half.
The
can't
se-
do.
the
He
second,
didn't. He?
The second you started to mention that, the first thing that came to my head was that
Yeah.
roll
I really
somersault.
don't remember the
Mm.
trampoline part, but
What?
I
All of the trampoline.
no, I remember
part.
being on the trampoline. I
Okay.
don't remember
That was it.
landing
It
stupidly.
was one of the funniest falls I've ever seen. I just wanted to get confirmation because Zoe, and you were like, I don't remember it,
Yeah.
and Zoe was just like, well, I
Yeah.
Well-
can't say.
Because obviously work at trampoline park. I've been on.
For now,
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks.
yeah, I'm trying. A kid.
So I've been trying to work out this thing to do. You know,
Yeah,
that's my
sorry.
thing. So basically, yeah, I've been working out my own little routine, not routine,
Yeah.
just like little trick to do, and it was basically to jump, land on the top of my back, which is
Jump
y-
forwards or backwards?
no, jump up in the air, land
Backwards,
backwards, land onto the top of my back, which is, you know, doesn't injure yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you just tuck your head, land on the small, like the top of your back,
Yeah.
and then from that flip up into a handstand on the pad.
Okay.
And so far, I've actually been one of the only people able to do that.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And but one time I tried it, I went too far back. And again, my manager just looked over, and he just said, "I literally just folded in half."
Yeah.
And he was
Oh.
wetting himself.
Yeah.
He just said, like, all he can remember me on a trampoline is folded in half. So So I was like, well, if you want to know how to fold in half, then just come to me. It's fine.
I'm your man.
So, did you carry on? Or
I did. Yeah, I think I was a little bit out of it. Like I'm not one to exaggerate injuries. Like if I hurt myself, I'm just like get up and carry on. So I did get up and carry on, and I had a pretty good session. I was dead by the end of it. Like not literally
actually dead by the end of it.
But I think I did hurt myself. It still hurts now. I can feel it across my back and chest whenever I go convex and concave. Like that, then it hurts. But you got to come because you will love it.
I really want to.
As soon as you can. We do this every episode. No one gives a fuck, but you got to come.
No, yeah, because Ollie said there's 3 sessions last week. He said you should be able to come to one of them. Ended up closing each one. Each time, which is really big.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Every session, the Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I was closing each of those days.
Things you like, though?
Yeah, something again gymnastics related, slightly more humorous, which leads me to believe that the guy is quite into me.
Yeah.
It was a tiny little thing.
All right, big headed.
So it was a tiny little thing. The poor man.
Yeah, I know he's not in for much. During the stretching and warm up part, you sort of like run around in the thing in a circle, then you go off and do your own stretches. So I was in the corner because there was no one there that I knew at this time, and I was just sat on my ass with my legs out straight but wide apart, and I was just from with it. And I was concentrating on my foot, and the next thing I saw was the instructor guy come and do a forward roll into between my legs and just go like that. And what he wanted was to give me his hand so he could put his feet on the inside of my calves and then stretch me further.
Okay.
But
stretch me further.
Yeah,
The amount of innuendo in gymnastics is pretty insane, isn't it?
Yeah. You should just come for the lols.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the funny part of gymnastics.
That's pretty weird.
But he's like, this guy's really nice.
Yeah.
But I get the impression that he's a bit arrogant.
Okay.
And because he's like, oh, you don't know how to do handstands? It's fine. Not everyone can do handstands, but I can do handstands. That kind of thing. And he's just super enthusiastic. And I'm just like...
Is he gay? Is he
I don't know if
constantly happy?
Like, kind of, but with a sad undertone. Like, he's super happy, but secretly he's...
So he's hiding something.
Yeah,
dead
kind of thing. And then again, he was like, he'd come over and I was talking to some people, and he'd like crouch down on the floor, and he went, "I've only just noticed your tattoo."
Okay, the way you're doing his voice makes him sound really gay.
I kind of need confirmation. You need to go to these.
I'm gonna go to it. He's like,
I just noticed the tattoo.
I have my suspicions, but I like it. It's a really good environment there. There's something a bit strange about this guy.
I really want to go, not just to meet this guy.
Just get on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my week. I don't think anything. Oh, I started like making little vlogs again. Claire.
What?
Was this on your background account? Or was it?
No.
Is
I'm putting it on YouTube. I did like a very brief one for the weekend, but then I've been watching last week. Do you know Casey Neistat?
Freaking love that guy.
I've only just discovered why he's so good. I knew who he was for years, but this last week
I didn't know about him like a month ago, but I've probably watched like everything.
Oh, well, I watched the video you suggested. Sorry, Claire.
No, it's okay.
What was it? The Nike Fuel.
The Nike Gabba, but then I watched some of his vlogs as well. I can see why you like it. Not particularly my thing, but I did subscribe just in case I wanted to watch something.
Excuse me. I think his style is amazing, and he's so positive.
I don't know how he finds the time to do it all, though.
How the hell do you edit that every single
day? I know.
Day?
Like, not only do you have to film everything that he's doing, because he doesn't really sit still, and then edit it all to the standard that he does it is insane.
Does he edit? Or does he have a team?
It's just him. It's all him.
It's incredible because I watched his latest vlog, I think it was, and because I don't know anything about him, I thought, well, do I need any backstory here? And he was just going on the road and stopped at a food cart. I realised he had a wife and a kid, and then he was at a graduation. I was like, why the hell is he at a graduation? Didn't realise he had a son. Like the way it unfolded was really clever. And I was like, oh, he's got a kid. Oh, me and Beck watching it. That's pretty good. It was a good video. Do you know what I mean? And
I think because he lives in New York, which is an interesting place anyway, you just get to see so much interest. Like, I love when he'll be boosted boarding down the street, and then just people will be like, Casey.
Did you see?
And he doesn't stop, does he? But he's just like, hi.
Did you see when he went to Belfast for a couple of days? Yeah. And him and his friend who went over, they were going around the streets in boosted boards, and you can tell the difference of New York City. That they don't care if they're on the streets.
Yeah.
But like over here, they're like beeping horns at him. They don't get out the way.
What are they called? Sorry.
Boosted boards.
What are they?
it's like
a
a
skateboard
long.
with a motor on it.
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
longboards.
Yeah.
But they're motorized. I think you control it with a little,
the little-
like a hand clicky thing. So
Yeah.
you just go.
With the speeds. sort
Okay.
of thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I after watching Casey Neistat, and I gotta say, Claire, I think you have inspired me a little bit because
Thanks.
Well done.
it's just I just think it's good to see you doing stuff like that because obviously you've got a goal, haven't you?
Yeah, with
you're
the running, yeah.
So plug yourself.
We mentioned her last episode.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We'll do it again at the end.
Just link me.
Link,
Yeah.
Just link.
link her right now. Link her in the description. Was it xohelloimclaire?
Yep, you got it.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that was inspiration. Seeing you do it because I've
Yeah.
always had it in me and never really like felt good about putting it out there. But I just
Yeah.
think now I'm 31, like just fucking suck it,
It
up.
took
and
me a while to get used to it because
Mm.
I like the first one I did. It was like a get ready with me thing, just to like a. I didn't really take it seriously. I was just I didn't even know if I was going to carry on with it.
And you didn't talk to the camera either.
And I
it was
didn't
just,
talk
yeah.
because I remember telling you like, oh, I don't know if I'd want to talk. I don't mind, filming myself doing stuff, but I don't know if I want to talk. I'm not comfortable, but
Mhm.
I just did it
Comfortable in here as
once.
well?
Huh?
You comfortable in here?
Yeah,
but you're
it's
talking
just
to us.
talking
yeah.
to you guys, so
Yeah.
and that's how I try and
Not just
block
talking
all
to a
this
camera.
out. Yeah. But I just tried it one week and I just went off. If I don't like, I can always delete it. But I just ended up putting it up, and I went, meh, gonna
So it's good.
continue
So
with
yeah,
it.
cheers to you. So that was my week. Clink.
Excellent.
Chris,
Yes.
what did you like and what did you not?
What did I like? A few things. Yeah, a few things I really did like this week actually. Zoe, John, and I did the first episode of Screen Fiends, which is online right now on SoundCloud and iTunes.
Plug.
Thank you. It was
Butt
really it was really fun actually. I really enjoyed it, and it's nice to branch out and expand, not backwind. Do you know what I mean? I love doing this with you guys, but I also like because you know how passionate me, Zoe, and John are about films. Just talking about that, we could have gone on for ages. Again, it's an hour and a half like this, but it's nice to have more structure to it as well, because this is just organised chaos. But we sort of plan each episode for Screen Fiends and all that, and it's really good. So yeah, check that out if you like to talk about films, TV, and games, because it's really really good. Felt really good after it. I bought a pair of shoes today for £10 because it was a sale. Nice little things. £10. They're nice
Nice.
shoes.
Nice.
Where from?
Dykeman in town. It's a German shoe
Oh,
place.
Is
Dykeman.
that the, is
Are
that
the
the
shoe places available?
The shoe place is available. Yes.
Is that the one in St David's 2 upstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I bought some running trainers from there. Amazing.
Yeah, they're really good, and they were just getting rid of stock. And just like,
Every time I've bought shoes from there, within a month they're dead.
thanks,
They're
Dale.
Really bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I-
My dad does the same.
I bought them.
Skeen's done the same.
I bought them before.
Yeah.
They last for ages. Right, all.
chuckling?
Okay. Well, they were
That's
£10
great,
and they were
actually.
nice,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had a job interview today, and that went extremely well. And then it looks like maybe I'll start to work from home as well, so that's cool.
Oh, nice.
So I can balance work life and voice work at the same time.
Nice.
So
What is that job for, Maria?
it's just a web chat advisor.
Oh, cool.
So fingers crossed for that. The interview went really, really well. One of the questions was, if you were an animal, what would you be? It's pretty weird. So I said an orca whale because it was just the first thing that came to my head, and I said because they're majestic and smart.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I just said
Smooth.
dolphins because they like to help people.
Ah.
I always had a mole, so I can't see anything. Not my glasses. I don't know.
So yeah, all those were really good. As far as stuff that went wrong, no, nothing that I can really dwell on and go, oh, that really angered me. I've had a pretty decent week, to be honest. So yeah, yay for me.
Good.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Claire.
Tell us.
Shit
Share.
that went wrong. Nothing really.
Good.
Nothing's- Sorry, you've won on that round.
Yeah, Dale got everything this week.
Other stuff. Moved back from Cardiff last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Moved back from Cardiff.
Nope, moved to.
There you go.
Moved back to Cardiff from Harvard.
Yeah.
Wow, this is gonna be a long one.
That's what she said.
So did the guy at gymnastics.
That's what he said.
Stretch it out, it'll be long by the end. Give it a good stretch.
Gotta be a long one.
Oh
I
my
hope,
god.
he
Can we
never,
just settle down from crying already?
I hope he never hears this.
Just don't tell him you're on a podcast. Sorry, Claire, you were saying.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, moved back to Cardiff from living in Hartford for the year. And then started work in Swindon on Monday.
Mhm.
Going there 3 times a week, working at home twice a week, which is lovely.
That's really good.
Yeah, so done that, and that's pretty much it really.
How far is Swindon?
Like an hour and 20-minute drive.
Not
do
too
that.
bad then.
It's a 160-mile round trip a day.
A day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not too bad. Like the traffic, my hours are like flexible, so I'm able to travel outside rush hours.
Nice.
So,
So-
you don't spend the night in Swindon or.
No.
Right, okay.
Will you have to pay the toll every time?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they don't cover anything?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a lot.
Oh,
It's okay. It's only I was expecting to do it 5 times a week, so
Yeah.
doing it only 3
Get
times
one of
a
those
week is fine.
tags.
I am getting one of those tags. It's being processed.
Oh, okay. Well, there we are then. It's being processed.
I feel like a proper adult with one of those things.
Just drive through and go, tag.
Yeah, exactly.
tag, you're
They
in.
chase you, yeah. Not again.
Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, nothing's. That's it.
Oh,
Really.
good.
Just going for runs like usual.
Mhm.
You're still going for a run tomorrow with me, right?
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I can't. My car's in the garage.
I was gonna pick you up anyway.
Yeah, but
Where are we
that's-
going?
Cosmeston, you're the one who suggested it.
Yeah, we can run from my house to Cosmeston.
We'll do that then.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay then.
What time?
So you got something to
9:30.
9:30.
Cool.
okay, if anyone else wants to join Dale and Claire for a run, 9:30 Cosmoston.
can't do
Okay.
that.
There. Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's okay.
Other than that, that's it for
Yeah.
me.
Can I, before we get into topics, can I give a few shout outs?
Yeah, you may. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just one.
A few.
I just want to
To the-
shout out Kelly Jones because Kelly listens to us every week. She's a woman I work with,
Okay.
and she listens all the time. And I said I'll say her name about 10 episodes in a row, and I just never have. So Kelly Jones, thanks for listening.
And
Thank
is
you.
Is she a
Hi,
fan? Is
Hello.
Yeah, she
Oh,
likes
thank
it.
you, Kelly.
She likes it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll do one as well because Tony's meant to be with us today.
Yeah, of course.
Andy
We
Williams.
mentioned him
Yeah,
last
the
week,
backup
didn't we?
option.
He actually doesn't really want to. He doesn't like these two. So
Yeah.
no, he broke down as well.
He just,
Not his car, just him. Yeah, he was in the car.
the backward podcast.
On the way back from Devon, he broke down and he's now currently in a garage in some random village. So Tony, here's to you. Join us on the
Here's to you.
on the
Chin
on the
chin.
next one. Yeah,
Dead Dale.
here's to
Here's
you.
to you. Yes,
So,
well, now
pull
we'll,
one
have,
from my
we'll,
homies, isn't it?
we'll have him on the next episode.
On the next
or
one, yeah.
The next one after
No,
that.
he's lost his space now.
Yeah,
I'll
So
always
one-
be the backup option. It's fine.
So one-time deal.
cool.
Okay, cool. That was all I wanted to say.
That was the few shout outs that Ollie wanted to do. One.
Okay, we mentioned about sports last episode and about sport. Stop talking with this. Anyway, we mentioned sports and we were talking about the highest paid sports because we were saying
Course.
like what sports
Football
we
is
like.
a
I found a list
stupid-
and I thought I'd go through it because I said I would. I
That's a
remembered
dinosaur.
things. That's not a dinosaur. Okay, so this is basically from the Forbes list. It was published this year on June the 9th, so it's the most recent one. Does anyone want to have a guess of who the highest paid one is?
Well, I saw it, so I'm not
Footballer.
gonna
Oh, you've
mention
seen it, have you?
No,
Well,
just saw it just
I
then.
just saw it just then.
Oh yeah, of course.
What's the
Ollie, do you
spade?
want to have a guess?
Highest paid sport or sports person?
Highest paid sports personality.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like,
I can
just
I can run down this-
Jonah Lomu came to mind, but I'm sure he's dead now, isn't he, or retired or something?
Who?
Jonah Lomu.
John
He was
Lomu.
a South African rugby player.
Yeah. John Lomu died.
Did he? Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
then. So it's
yeah.
not
Yes.
him.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he died.
All right then. Don't know.
Okay, I will tell you right now. It is Cristiano Ronaldo
Hmm.
who plays football. Go on.
I already want to contest this.
Okay.
Is he the highest paid purely for the sport, or does that also include his deals with Nike and all that sort of stuff?
Well, let me tell you, Ollie. That's a very good question. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Total pay was $88 million.
Okay.
Yeah. His
A
salary.
day.
Will you stop looking at the
So-
list, Claire?
Well, come on, wait, it's right there.
Yeah, true. His salary was $56 million alone, and then endorsements $32 million.
Okay.
Fucking
That's
hell.
insane.
So does 56 still place him top of sport high?
It does, yeah.
paid
He's still the top of salary.
Yeah. Okay. 86 million.
88.
88. Jeez. Oh,
Isn't that insane?
yeah. Bet that two matter to him as well.
I mean, and
Yeah, yeah.
2 million.
Sorry, I just saw a name
But-
on there. Oh, I thought I said Ed Manning then.
Yeah, he's up there.
Does that, Evan? But yeah, you were saying like the ridiculous amount of money in,
It's
in
stupid.
football, weren't you, Dale? And
Yeah.
it is. I completely agree with you. I was
88 million.
I've been watching a lot of Euro because it's on, and I always love international football. But I just had sort of a realization the other day. I was watching it. I just went, we're watching a bunch of millionaires play football right now, and it kind of made me a bit sad. I was like, oh. I know they don't get paid for Euro and they're like playing for their country, but still, I mean, they play for their clubs and endorsements. And again, we're just watching multi-millionaires play.
It's depressing.
Just kick a ball to each other. So
And what was it, like that 18-year-old who came on for England?
Yeah.
For like his debut. How much is he getting paid? And he's only 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
18, just because it is sad. I mean, we can go on it forever, but we don't play football. Never mind. Number 2 again was another footballer, Lionel Messi, whatever his name was, plays for Barcelona. Number 3 was a basketball star, LeBron James.
LeBron.
That's 77.2 million, 23.2 endorsements. Roger Federer, the tennis player, was number 4, but he.
Oh my god! The amount of endorsements.
Yeah, the amount of endorsements is higher than his salary, which is 7.8 million salary, but 60 million in endorsements.
Who is he sponsored by?
I think it's Nike. Well, he's got his own. I think he's got his own
He's
clothing
got his
range
own.
because he's got his own logo and stuff,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
Hell.
You know you've made it when you got your own logo.
I think Djokovic
has got one. Andy Murray's got one.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
We've got one.
That's true.
We made it big.
And you made it. So you did make it.
Yes.
You literally made it.
I literally made it. Kevin Durant or whatever his name
I
is,
think
the
he's
basketball
a
star.
player, yeah.
Djokovic, another tennis star. Let's just go down. Cam Newton, a US football star. Phil Mickelson, golf, because you remember you saying in the last one, golf will probably be pretty high. It is Phil Mickelson, Jordan Spieth. Lewis Hamilton's on there for racing. Tiger Woods. Floyd Mayweather's on there for boxing.
Yeah, I bet.
That's
I wonder
44
what'll
million.
happen. He's supposed to be, or there's rumours that he's going to fight Conor McGregor in a kind of like boxing meets MMA thing.
Oh, serious?
And
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
people are saying that's going to be like the biggest paid fight event
Hmm.
ever because like Conor McGregor's he did get beat in his last match, but he's like the man
front
at
man.
the
Yeah,
moment
he is,
I
yeah,
of
almost
MMA.
put on a $5 for that bet of how he went out as well.
Oh,
I was
really?
gutted. It was like a 20-1
For him to lose.
for him to lose in a
Right.
whatever you want to call it.
Rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I almost put a $5 down on it. I was just
Should have.
Have you heard of the front cover curse?
If you're on the front cover of the MMA games, is it?
Yeah, you lose. Ronda
yeah.
Rousey was on there. She lost.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's on there. He lost. I just thought it was quite interesting. It's complete and utter fluke, obviously. Or,
If it was only the two,
conspiracy, who knows what?
then yeah. If it was only the two.
Yeah, well, they're the top two, aren't they? And eventually they're going to get
Yeah.
taken down.
That sounds like a threat.
Well,
I'm coming
eventually,
for
you're
you.
not always going to be number one, is my point.
Ronda
We've had that
Rousey.
discussion before. Novak Djokovic won't always be the number one tennis player
It
forever.
seems like
and-
he's always the number one.
yeah, he's going to be for a long time, but eventually someone new will come along because that's
Sorry.
what happens.
Not a fan of him.
Is he on the front cover of like tennis game 1?
Tennis game
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't play the games.
Probably. Talking about front covers,
Mm.
have you seen Prince William on the front page of the gay magazine, first royal ever? Did
No.
you do that? Yeah. He's on the front cover of Attitude, and he's the first royal
To be on a.
to be on a gay magazine cover.
Oh.
Cover.
It's
How
finally come out.
progressive.
That's great.
He looks awful.
Looks
I'm
awful.
sorry. He needs to just fucking shave his head and
Yeah. Okay, there is that.
bury
Just-
himself.
Shave his head and bury himself.
Wow.
Yeah. So no one can see anymore. Yeah, he's not aging well, is he? Really?
No.
Looking like his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still.
Kate Middleton married for the
Money.
status there, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, we don't know that. That's just the media being the media.
That's me
Are
being
you the Daily Mail?
That's
or
me
something?
being me.
Jesus. You what?
That's me just me being me. That's my astute.
Maybe
Foresight
personality's
into it.
better.
Doubt
Yeah,
it. His
but-
brother looks more fun.
Yeah.
Ginger.
True.
Anyway.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, that was it. I just thought it was quite interesting. Just that again, the amount of money is pretty insane. Yeah, it's just like it's funny how the differences between the salary and the endorsements, and it looks like Federer gets the highest endorsements with 60 million, which is mental. But then a US football star gets 44 million in salary, but then only 500 grand in endorsements.
Only 500 grand.
just
In
poor lad.
comparison.
I'm just
Poor
comparing
lad.
there. So yeah.
May as well quit while you're ahead.
Okay, so there's that. And Ollie, some news for you. You probably already know this, but I wanted to get your thoughts. Curb Your Enthusiasm returning for another season.
Thank fuck.
Were you happy? Because I remember you always said that HBO said to what's his name again? Larry David just said, whatever you want to do, we'll go for it. And it's pretty much what they say here. And they are really excited the fact that there's a new series coming. Yeah. Just wanted to get your thoughts. I know Dale is so happy that it's coming back.
Brother John broke the news to me this morning, and I was just like,
crying.
Yes, because it's the greatest. It's one of the greatest shows ever made. Clearly, because HBO said whenever you want to do something, Larry, you got a green light, and I'm glad he's done a. You never reached.
Glad.
What?
Glad.
Glad.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
No, I'm glad. Oh. I'm not glum. I would never be glum with Larry David.
He's pretty glum.
That's my motto.
Never be glum with Larry.
You didn't finish the show, did you, Chris?
I did not know.
Okay, well, it was left off in a very funny way, so I'd be keen to see. I won't say anything because if you do ever finish it, I wouldn't spoil it. But I'd like to see where they go next.
Are you not a fan?
I tried the first 3 seasons, so it's not like I did one and then didn't give it a go. Sorry, but yeah, I had other shows I really wanted to watch, so I was just like, nah, I'll
Big mistake.
Well,
Big
is it?
Mistake.
They showed me one, and
No, we showed you more than one. You hated it.
Yeah, okay, they showed me one.
Don't worry, I can do one better. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, well, what kind of shows what kind of comedies do you like? Have you ever seen It's Always Sunny?
Yes.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, they're good.
I think they're kind of similar.
I don't watch
in
them
the
religiously. I just watch every now and again when John has it on, because he watches it all the time. So it's like whenever I just pop round and he has it on, I watch.
Okay, well, Jess, I've just got. You've never met Jess, have you? She's been on here a couple of times as well.
I don't think I have, no.
Oh my god, she's just finished It's Always Sunny and loved it, so I've recommended now Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, okay.
Because they're similar in the way that
they're crap.
Yeah, you shut your face. They're like
Just need something to put.
Yeah, you need to be down with Prince Harry, William, whichever one.
Prince Harry, the ginger.
Yeah, not the ginger guy. I think they're similar in that the protagonist is like the anti-hero. Like you don't really like him, but it's just hilarious. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what goes on in Larry's life.
Awesome. Wanted to get his thoughts on it. They asked Larry David why he decided to come back. He said, in the immortal words of Julius Caesar, I left, I did nothing, I returned.
Oh, Larry.
Oh, Larry, you and your one-liners.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. I'm glad you're excited. There's no word of when it is going to air.
No.
But, as I said, you're a fan. So
yeah, I think there's a few shows. John is way more into it than I am.
Okay.
But I do love it. But there's a few shows, I think, which would make me excited for another season. It's Always Sunny is one of them. The Office used to be one of them, the American one, but obviously that's done. It's over with now. And Curb, I think. I don't think there's any others that used to be. What's Pretty Little Liars?
Pretty Little Liars. God, you guys were massive fans of that.
We used to love
Do you not watch it anymore?
Nah, I got over that quick.
Really?
I watched up until I watched everything that was available on Netflix, and then when they released a new season, I was like, no thanks, don't give a fuck.
What about you, Dale?
I started the new season on Netflix, but then again kind of got out of it. I'll probably end up watching it all just because I've watched it from the beginning.
Like what the fuck? They woke up in that compound place, and they were outdoors, and there was like floodlights, and they were like, go back in. Well, shut up.
It's the dollhouse.
I had enough.
You guys are really selling it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Speaking of Netflix, Orange is the New Black new season is on there today.
I'm on the second episode.
Oh, is it? And did you enjoy the first episode? I haven't started it yet, so I'm probably going to watch one later on tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
It's a good show. I really do like it, so I'm probably going to binge that this weekend.
I think I've missed a season. I didn't see the third. Is this the fourth you said?
Yeah.
I didn't see the third.
But you enjoyed the first 2?
Yeah, I really liked it. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it.
It is a good show, so I'm looking forward to watching season 4 over the weekend.
Nice.
And what about you, Claire? Did you watch it or not? No?
What do you do?
Run?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you just started that like 2 weeks ago.
Hey, it's been 8 weeks, alright.
Hey, man, it's been 8 weeks.
Is it? Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know, right? Couldn't run for more than 2 minutes. Now I'm hitting 8K.
You still can't.
Thanks.
We'll go for a run.
I wanted to talk about remember the cruise we talked about on the last episode with
Do I?
do you just
Booked in.
This was basically an orgy cruise, and I wanted to. Did you hear about this, Claire? Sorry,
Yes.
did you listen to that episode?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Thanks for the shout out, by the way.
You're welcome. And again on this one.
It's fabulous.
Anyway, talked about the orgy cruise, and one of our listeners sent me a link saying, "Oh, this is sort
This
of
is the tickets.
yeah. I bought you some tickets." No, Rachel did not do that.
No, I don't.
No, she said, "Oh, this is a I thought it'd be quite a good link. There's naked restaurants starting to open. Have you heard about these?
Oh yeah, I have. Is it in London?
I like
There's
how
this
the
one open.
advertisement is Aladdin, though.
I know. Sorry, just on the tablet, it's got all Aladdin in the background. It's very
That's really
weird.
good.
A naked Aladdin. Ooh. Arabian Nights. Anyway, yes, there's a London's only naked restaurant has received its first reviews as diners experience the all natural. I don't know what that says. It's the first restaurant in the capital offering an entirely natural dining experience, operating without electricity and gas. Okay, sorry to double take then. Serving food on handmade clay plates with edible cutlery and sorry, I haven't read this before. And asking diners to cast off their mobile phones and even their clothes if they want to.
If they want to.
Yeah.
So you
So
can
we
go
can't
fully
really
dressed
call
if you
it
want
a
to.
naked
Yeah, that's really odd.
restaurant.
Can I finish the article?
Yeah,
Thank
go
you.
for it.
Oh god, be getting served vegan food. I read ahead.
Why? Oh God!
Because vegans
These
suck.
fucking hippies.
Okay,
Put some clothes on and eat some meat.
so upon entering the Bunyadi, I think that's the name of the restaurant, guests are taken to a private room where they may change into a gown, which they can wear or remove during the meal. There is also a clothes section for those who wish to remain dressed whilst dining.
Let's go to Burger King.
And
Yeah.
yeah. I know you see that all the time, don't you?
Yeah, that's like every day.
Customers will be served vegan and non-vegan dishes accompanied by organic,
So just
preserve free wine under a canopy of candle lights. Yeah, it is just food, isn't it?
Vegan and non-vegan
But yeah,
food.
so
like
so
every
just-
other restaurant then menu out
every
there.
other food, yeah. With wood-hewn tables and chairs discreetly partitioned with bamboo and wicker screens. Don't you know? I'm just reading the article. This is from the Independent. I did not make this up.
They should call this place
But apparently
Fancy
there's
Bollocks.
Fancy bollocks.
Fancy bollocks. Apparently, there's already a waiting list of 44,200 people. So people really want to check this restaurant out. Do you think that's because...
They want to see naked people.
Well, that's probably one of the things, but because it's the gimmick.
I think it's
Probably.
the gimmick.
And would these people want to be naked themselves? Would you guys go to a naked restaurant and eat naked?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No.
They wouldn't
I
have a
just
problem.
what I don't get is it's called the naked. Oh, it's been nicknamed.
It's called the naked restaurant.
the naked restaurant, but they give you the option to sit fully clothed. What's the point of going there?
Well, is that...
Just
Because that then just like as a pervert
Well, it's
just
still-
wants to go in there and
But-
look at naked
No,
people.
that's not the point. There is a separate clothed section, so that would be away from the naked. So I can't
So
believe I'm
what's
saying
the
there's these
point?
words.
Well, the food might be
because-
excellent.
thank
whether
you. I
you're
was just about to
whether-
say it's a restaurant at the
whether
end of
you're
the day.
clothed or
It could be
nude.
nice food.
But it's the naked restaurant. The whole point is to go there and sit naked. So what's the point of going there fully clothed and eat there fully clothed?
I just said it could be nice food.
Are the staff naked?
I'll check for you now.
Cool.
They're probably not. I can't
don't know.
imagine.
I don't see the point.
I bet the waiting list is just so long because it's exclusivity, isn't it? People who live in like London and trendy cities, they're like, oh, we've got to dine at the new naked restaurant, Fancy Bollocks, because I need to show
I'll have
off
my
my
fancy
fancy
bollocks,
bollocks. Yeah, my bejazzled.
So you wouldn't go, would you, Claire?
No,
Why not?
because I don't fancy sitting naked and.
I don't think I've ever eaten naked.
I would be interested to see if there's some
That
sort
I don't
of
mind,
like,
but it's the fact that you sit in the
Right.
restaurant with everyone else. Sorry, I kind of butted in there. Hey, no pun intended. No pun intended. That's what I was meant to say.
So who was saying what then? Ollie, what were you going to say about?
are you quite finished? I was just gonna say I'd be interested to see the reactions of whether, say, like, you know, an attractive couple go to dine or some sort of morbidly obese person
Yeah.
goes to dine. Is there going to be kind of like, sir, sorry, you can't dine here,
Yeah.
or is there going to be come on in? And then I'd like to see how inclusive it
I
is.
think the
'cause-
staff will be like, "Come on in," but then everyone else
Yeah.
eating there will be like, "Oh God,"
yeah,
when
maybe.
or "Hey."
Yeah. Hey.
They should have a singles night there as well.
Yeah, at least you like open get to see what you're in
What,
for.
a swingers restaurant?
Let's have a look. Yeah, you'll do.
Claire, we're onto something. Well,
Yeah.
you are. I'm stealing that idea.
I don't want to be on something. It's fine.
Something might want to be on
I
you,
can-
though. So,
they had
just eat your peas. Shut up.
eat your peas.
Your vegan peas.
Or non-vegan peas.
There's tiny little animals inside them.
What, in peas?
Yeah. For some reason, I wanted to meow when I put it out like
I
tiny
saw
cats.
this cat.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I'd go, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would like to. If I look like Dale, I'd go. If I look like me,
saying this.
yeah.
Because
So I think-
we were on
'cause-
about a nudist beach as well.
Yeah,
And then he's like, yeah, if you look like me.
Yeah.
Do you want to see me naked?
He just wants to be
No.
you.
No, I just think I'm not 100% comfortable. I'm not 100% comfortable in my own skin yet.
But you'd be comfortable in my skin. Sounds so...
Yeah.
You'd be comfortable in my
Maybe.
skin.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, whatever. This has turned weird now.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, keep talking, it's fun.
I don't want to go on.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. There you go. I would probably go. I mean,
Should
again,
we
it's
go?
just so you can see me naked.
Just,
Yeah.
just go, Dale. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
holding hands.
Yeah.
Dale, it doesn't say anything about the staff being naked. There's no,
Damn it!
there's no
I want to know. That'll
there's
make
no
me
info
go
there,
or not.
but,
Chefs.
they did have
Oh,
naked chef. That was a thing once.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Jamie Oliver. Anyway, they let people go in there early, and there was like early Facebook reviews, and I'll read one of them now. It says, I felt welcome as soon as I stepped into the unmarked building. Apparently it's unmarked. Along with the optional nudity and raw foods comes the ban of devices. I definitely felt more engaged with my company and our waitress. A rule I'd like to... Oh, sorry. I definitely felt more engaged with my company and our waitress. A rule I'd like to see more restaurants adopt. I'd never had a more comfortable dining experience.
Interesting.
So apparently, and another one says the bamboo positioning kept it very private. So obviously, it's there's the clothing side, there's the naked side. Even if you weren't sure about it at first, once you're in the dining area, you'll want to feel all natural and derobe. Life-changing experience and an amazing menu. So people
Yeah,
seem
fair
to like
play.
it, yeah.
I'd like to know how well everything's sanitized at the end of the night as
Yeah.
well.
But
Because I don't want my sweaty balls laying where another sweaty ball is laid. You know? It's summer coming up. It's going to be hot.
maybe there's aircon.
yeah.
All right. Personal
Mm.
ball aircon.
But Ollie, you made a good point then about what if there are big people going in, or and you think surely people can't say sir, sorry,
You can't come in.
but there was a naked restaurant in Japan, and they have been banning customers for being overweight, elderly, or tattooed.
What?
A naked restaurant in Japan, and they've done this. It's insane, isn't it? So let me try and find something right. So apparently, Japan's first ever naked restaurant is anything but stripped back when it comes to its rules for diners. Full nudity is on offer for. Oh shit, where's that gone? Talk amongst yourselves. Full nudity is off the menu, with guests to be issued with paper underwear. Paper underwear, nice. And it's like a
Does
hospital.
that double up
And
as your napkin?
if you're overweight, or what'd you say?
Someone else's
Does it
napkin.
double
Hold
up
on,
as your
mate.
napkin? I'd be
Underwear.
good at that now. I perform myself
Yeah.
in half.
Some napkin underwear. Oh, lovely. Yes. So, what do you think about that?
So they're banning fatties, oldies, and tattooids.
Tattooids.
Yeah.
So we'd be screwed.
I think Japanese don't give a fuck.
Like that
do
would bother me, to be honest.
They don't care who they offend.
That's
or
why
if
Matt
they
wants to go to Japan.
Their age limit is 18 to 60, and anyone more than 33 pounds over the average weight for their height will be asked to not to make a reservation.
Imagine that, just like coming in. Okay, let me just measure you up.
Just
get
weigh you, yeah.
So those who do turn up with tickets and appear overweight could face the embarrassing ordeal of being weighed and rejected with no ticket refund.
Oh, what?
Is it any different to not being allowed on a ride because you're too heavy?
He's got a point.
You know, because
There is a
people
point
can be
there.
turned off, even flights. People
But
can be
there's a
turned
difference.
away.
That's purely health and
That- yeah.
safety.
Not
Yeah.
because they don't want to see some
Yeah,
fat
true.
person.
That's true.
Well, you could argue
did
it's health
see-
and safety saying you're overweight and we're looking after your
Was it?
health.
We
No.
don't want to give you
We
food
don't-
and
So then, in
Would
that
not
case,
the
every
problem.
restaurant would have to do that.
not have to, but could
Oh,
elect
could.
to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably would find that loophole and say, well, we're looking after your health. Do you know what I mean?
Probably,
I'm
but
not
I
saying
would
it's
say
right or
it's
not.
yeah, I'd say it's wrong. But tattooed, I don't see anything wrong with tattooed. Again, unless it's rude.
It's an imperfection, though, isn't it? A tattoo.
I can tell you why.
This makes me more perfect, if anything.
It makes you more perfect, but I don't agree with banning people based on stuff like this. But I can see if you're running a business and you want a certain aesthetic in your restaurant, like. I bet there's places in London that wouldn't let a homeless person in, even if he could pay. I bet they'd be like, "Sorry."
Oh yeah,
isn't it? Some nightclubs don't like people wearing trainers. You know,
Oh
you
yeah,
still have
that's
to wear
ridiculous.
shoes and stuff. I can see. I can
You've
see
got something
why
on your
they
feet.
would. You know, it's like you said. It's how they want their restaurant to be seen. But
Ollie, yeah, you make a good point. Say a homeless man collected all this money for enough money to go in a 5-star restaurant. They would never let him in.
No.
I don't think because it would, in not my words, in no one's
Tarnish their
words, it
reputation.
would demean the restaurant's
absolutely.
aesthetic, and
Yeah.
I don't agree with
Having
that,
been
but
Pretty
I can
Woman.
kind of understand
Yeah.
why
Same
you'd
thing.
want to do it
As
as
a
a
pretty woman.
business.
That's a very good point. Dale, you were asking about tattoo. Then apparently, tattoo diners will also be turned away. Body art in Japan is often considered a link with underworld groups. That's why.
cool.
I was just going to say, I
Really
wonder
fun.
if the Yakuza would be allowed in.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously connected, and you wouldn't want to piss them off.
Yeah.
And
They probably wouldn't want to
heavily
go in there
tattooed.
anyway unless they
Like
unless they
Yakuza
bought the
only
place,
nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yakuza only.
Get your Yakuza on.
Yakuza only. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting, like you said, you know, whereas London, I know Japan obviously very different culture to us, so
Yeah.
it's just amazing how they go. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
The Yakuza are Japanese, aren't they? That's not a Chinese mafia. I apologise for my inherent racism. I
Yeah.
didn't mean that. My
I'm sure,
unintentional
isn't it?
racism if I've
I
misinterpreted
can't remember.
anything there.
I don't know.
I don't know. Should look it up.
What am I looking for?
Do it.
Yakuza.
Have you got other stuff to talk about?
I have another article, but if you want to talk about something, go for it.
I was going to say, did you hear about that? Is it Christina Grimmie, the YouTube woman who got shot on the red carpet? What the fuck?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to avoid sad stories because there has been so much shit in the news
There
this
has,
week.
yeah.
Especially
So,
in Orlando, it's like
the Orlando shootings and the MP who got shot yesterday and stabbed
yeah.
in Britain. So, I mean, we can talk about it briefly, but I'd like to make this a little bit more happier than the average one. But I completely get what you mean. No, I can
no,
be.
it's why would someone want to travel to Orlando just to do that to someone?
Oh, you've gone straight into the Orlando thing.
Yeah.
See, I was
What about the YouTube
I was
one?
going. This sounds very insensitive, but slightly more less horrible.
Easing into it.
In that this is sort of like a social media question as well as a murder question, not a purely murder question. But you know,
Just to
you know
say
what I
it.
mean.
Not mean.
I was just gonna say, like, what the fuck? Why are people killing
Yeah.
people on the internet just because? It's strange, isn't it? What fame does to fans.
Yes.
Like, why would somebody want to kill somebody? I assume this guy. I don't know anything. I'm talking out my butt.
My butt.
But like, was this guy a fan? Did you know anything about the story?
Yeah,
Was the
yeah,
guy
I
a fan
don't.
of hers?
It looks
Was he-
like this guy was an obsessive fan.
Yeah.
And I reckon you see the cases so many times. I reckon it was a guy who was really obsessed with her. Maybe messaged her on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, didn't get any reply,
And then just went, fine,
and then went,
fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I see it.
That's one of the first things that
But,
came to my head.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a girl who did absolutely nothing wrong. Well, maybe she did things wrong. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
a lovely person when it came to.
Who is
She
she?
did her own thing.
She-
Go on.
She was a contestant on The Voice
Yes.
You-
in
Yes.
America,
Yes.
and then she basically did YouTube vlogs and everything. So a perfectly nice girl. She just sang and did vlogs and.
Is this the girl that said that she was going to
Yes,
doing
that
a
day, earlier on in the day, she said
She-
that she's going to have a meet-up after that.
meet and greet afterwards?
And then,
and then at that meet
She got shot on the red carpet.
I heard it was like a red carpet.
It was a
event
meet and
or
greet.
something.
Someone,
Right,
just,
okay.
someone
Yeah.
just.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant on the red carpet. I thought that was a different girl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, someone just went up and just it's disgusting, and then he took
shot.
his own life.
Yeah,
which is
shot
even-
her.
Mm,
Apparently got tackled by her brother
Yeah.
and then shot himself.
yeah, which is just horrible. And again, like you said, why? It's just it's particularly, and it's like you said. Then with the video, she posted the video before. I watched that video, and it was horrible to watch because
There's a
she
saying.
didn't
Knew
have
nothing.
a clue what was
No.
going to happen. I felt really sad. I was just like, you just want to meet your fans, and some
I
asshole.
never, I didn't know of her. I didn't watch any of her stuff before, so the
Yeah,
first
me
time
too.
I've heard of her was that news. So it's a bit.
Yeah, a lot of YouTubers did, and obviously they were very sympathetic. And
I've seen.
I never heard of it before either, but it still sucks when something
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that
Yeah, I've
happens.
seen-
For no reason. There was no reason for that
No.
to happen. She's
She
not
wasn't
done anything to anyone.
Exactly.
So,
It's a shame what this world's coming to.
have you got like an
Stupid.
opinion on guns?
America has
It's a
too many
broad
guns.
question.
They need to sort out their gun laws. Like
Do you think they should?
they should do what we do over here, where you have to have a full background check and you need to have a gun
Licenses
license.
and everything.
Because
Yeah.
it's getting ridiculous. I don't care about the second commandment, whatever it is, and
The right to bear arms.
Second Amendment.
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
So-
care about that and all this freedom.
Is that what it is? The right to bear arms.
Yeah, it's something to do with. I think the idea behind the Second Amendment was that if the people of America find themselves in a situation where they need to overthrow the government, everybody has the right to bear arms and keep a weapon, so that if it ever comes to like a tyrannical leadership, the people can rise up.
Do you want me to
And
read it?
they're
take it
gonna
by
elect
force.
Trump.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the actual Second Amendment. The Second Amendment of the United States Constitution reads, "A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed."
Yeah. Now, I was listening to an interesting debate about this again after the Orlando incident, and two people were talking. One was pro-gun, one was anti-gun. And the pro-gun guy was saying, why can't we have these guns? What's the problem? I'm a hunter. I need weapons like that. And the other guy was saying that, fine, but nobody goes hunting with an automatic rifle that can shoot
Yeah.
30 bullets in a second kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
So I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And I always thought just get rid of guns. But I can kind of understand now, like, if say you live on a ranch somewhere and you've got maybe a bear problem
Yeah.
around your thing and you need a shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to go and do
You're not going to shoot 30 rounds
exactly
To
in
try and
a second with a
mutilate
shotgun.
this
Yeah.
bear. No, I don't. If people need guns, like you said, for people who live on ranches and stuff and who hunt and stuff like that, fine.
Yeah.
But they need to have a full background check, because I knew someone who was applying for a gun license and stuff, and he was telling me about all the processes that he had to do.
Here?
Yeah. That he had to do for the police to go, yes, you are mentally stable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know where you're going to be using your gun. The environment around you is fine, because he met this person who was he worked with this person who was in the police force who do these checks, and it's clever. He was saying this guy wasn't asking him questions about what he wanted to do. He was just having a normal conversation, but it was the way he had this conversation with the guy who I know, that he knew that this guy was genuine and that he wasn't just going to use it. And they had to go out to the area where he was going to use it, because he was like a gamekeeper on the weekend, so he had to see the area, see which way the houses faces, and they had to make sure that you'd have your back to the houses so you shoot away from it. And then there's laws where you have to have a code to get into the safe where the gun and bullets are, but then tell a lie. You have to have a code to get the key out from somewhere, and then use that key
Right.
to open up the cabinet with the guns and it's two of them, so you can't keep the guns and the bullets in the same cabinet.
Right.
So it's all these things, and it's okay,
Whereas-
fair enough. Have a gun for what you need to do, like hunting, but everyone needs to have a background check, and everyone needs to go through that proper license thing. So
Whereas
that-
America, you can buy them in Walmart.
Yes, my parents.
You said this, yeah.
My parents went to America last month, and they went out to one of these sports places, which is like a supermarket, aisles of all sorts of different sports
Like
and
all
stuff.
sports.
All sports.
Yeah.
And literally, it was just an aisle full of guns, and anyone could just pick them up,
You said bullets there as well.
and bullets there as well. And it's just
That's
So
scary.
stopping someone just
anyone
loading
could
it and
just,
shooting
yeah.
everyone.
I bet the ammunition was behind lock and key, or at least behind the counter or something. I doubt they'd put it on the shelf.
Not too
next
sure
to
about
each
that,
other,
but
would
because
they?
my mum was just she just looked down this one aisle and it was just guns, just
Yeah,
just
like the
shoot.
Matrix.
A security
When you
tag
go-
on
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
security
yeah.
tag on the box of bullets.
Yeah.
God,
But there
can
was
you
no one
imagine?
around to supervise in the aisle or something, so anyone could have
Yeah,
just
what's this?
anyone
I
could
bet-
just walk up and just pick
I
up a
bet
gun.
they're decommissioned rifles. I bet they're not active though. I'm not arguing for them selling
Yeah,
them,
no,
but I'm just saying I bet they've thought of
I think
they won't have trigger pins or something
Yeah.
like that to stop them
I think
firing.
the
But
people
it's
have
disgusting. Sorry.
Yeah.
the people who have done all these shootings and stuff has spoiled it for everyone else in a way, as in like people who need the guns
Yeah.
for these reasons,
Yeah.
or go hunting, or
Use
bear
it in a proper
wolf
manner,
problems,
yeah.
using it in a proper manner that they're not going to harm any person.
Mhm.
That now that these guns are given to anyone,
You've been itching to say something.
Yeah,
That-
they'll carry on. It's in my head. Don't worry.
that these people who have gone and broken the law with these guns have spoiled it for everyone else. The gun should be gone. I think it's
Yeah.
ridiculous that you can just own a gun for no reason,
Yep.
Just because you might
Just
need
because,
to defend yourself.
just because the law says I'm allowed to bear arms
Yeah.
doesn't mean you should have one,
Go on.
and it's ridiculous.
Thank you. No, I want to make the counter argument with the hunting. Yes, I agree. Some people do need the hunting, but the amount of stories that I have seen or pictures where someone goes and poaches elephants,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
lions, something like that, all using guns.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
pisses me off. So they shouldn't have a gun.
No.
Do you
No.
know,
Yeah,
do you know what I
but-
mean? Just like that
Yeah.
really angers me when I see, and when they pose with the photo.
Oh, yeah.
God.
like I was watching. My dad likes to watch all like these Animal Planet and History Channel programs and stuff. And there's one called Alaska, and it follows these group of people who live out in Alaska and it's just their day-to-day
Yeah.
lives. And this one guy, there was a bear just killing his cattle, and he wouldn't normally go out and hunt bears for fun or for sport as they call it or anything, but he thought my cattle's being
Dying,
killed
yeah.
off, so he had to do
something
something about it. So that's the only time these people would kill these animals,
Yeah.
is when their livestock's in danger. But then not only that, he doesn't go to waste, he will cook it and eat it, and
Yeah.
so it's not just left, it's
Hmm.
that I can understand.
Is that legal?
In Alaska, yeah.
Yeah, you can get bear tags and stuff. Again, in the same conversation I was listening to, huntsman.
Huntsman?
Is that like an archaic word?
He's hunting.
Sounds like something out of
He's a
Snow
man.
White.
It is. So
Yeah.
huntsman.
The guy who hunted, shall we say, was saying that there's a problem with certain like bear populations where the older bears will eat the cubs. They actually like to cannibalize the cubs. So you have to go and kill the older bears
Yeah.
to help the population
Yeah.
grow, which is an interesting idea because I think people think about hunting sometimes and they're like, "Don't kill animals. Why are you going out?"
Yeah,
But
that's
if you
the kids
don't-
will be
Yeah,
taken over by animals.
yeah, and I'm not 100% sure I completely like human intervention in like things like this.
Yeah.
But if you don't go in and kill those older bears, the younger bears won't have a chance to grow up, and then it will actually hurt the population to not kill the bears. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
And
then
then
that's just
everyone's
nature.
going to complain that there's no bears in existence anymore.
But
yeah,
that's nature.
that's what I'm conflicted.
You can't
with. Is
then
it
you can't then
nature
just
and
stop.
then-
You can't stop snakes from eating other things. I know it's not cannibalism, but you can't just stop that because.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
we are still part of nature, though.
True.
But it's
So
not.
what is-
It's not
so-
natural. It's not nature
so
for us to go out and kill these animals.
Where can you put the saying it's nature, because we're part of that nature
Yeah.
at the same time?
Because we can not control our own minds, but we have the thought of it. They don't. That is just natural for them. It's not natural for us to use a gun and shoot something in the face.
In some instances, though, we can't save them because if you've seen like a lot of David Attenborough documentaries like Planet Earth or whatever, they show animals dying.
Yeah.
But that again, that's due to nature or whatever. But a lot of people say, why aren't they saving them? It's like
Yeah.
there's this like this lone elephant in the
Yeah.
desert. You can't save. You can't save this.
Can't
It's
step in.
awful to watch, but it is what happens in the day. It's life, you know. When you see hunting, it's like, well, you know, they eat to survive and stuff like that. Which it's just anyway. But back to the whole gun issue. No, guns are horrible. Get rid of them all. Well, yeah, they do more bad than good. I've never heard a gun doing good.
You'd never need to defend yourself against someone with a gun if they didn't already have a gun.
Yeah.
Do you know?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm more like get rid of them all. If you want to go hunting, you can hunt
When-
with other things.
Yeah. When
Like crossball or
Yeah,
Bow and
no,
arrow.
bow
Yeah.
hunting. Yeah,
yeah.
bow and arrow,
But they're
when
just easy to pick up. as well.
landmines,
throw landmines at livestock.
just
Just like
indiscriminately
throw it in
chuck
front of the
land,
bear. Come on,
Yeah,
bear.
just-
Come on, bear.
grenade a flock of sheep, and then you got lamb for weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, bits of it.
Yeah. When me
Saves
and
on
Kirsty
the
went
cutting
away
up part. Go on.
in Cardiff Airport, we were just sitting there waiting for the flight, and two security or police or something went round with guns, and it was quite scary to think that shit, like
Yeah.
with everything that's happening.
Because they're big,
All
aren't they?
over the
Like,
world.
They hold these massive like AK-47s.
They're really big, but
whatever
over
the hell
here
they
you
are.
don't see police with guns.
No.
But at the same time, I've had the argument before of why can't police have guns? in here, like over here.
think-
I've said this before.
Isn't it on their ranking? It depends where they are in the police ladder.
Yeah, I
thing.
bet detectives have guns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
okay,
not
so but
bobbies
just
on
someone
the
is
beat.
just walking down the street, like.
Like
It's
the
just
community,
it's hard.
the community police, they won't have
No.
guns, but then
The
like
first, do you know what the first thing they have to do? Supposedly, this is what I've been told by someone who was in the process of being a policewoman or police officer, should I say? First thing they do. Do you know what it is? If you're confronted or something like that, and then the culprit runs away.
Okay. Does it go for their nose?
Nope. If the person's running away and you've got to run after them.
Tase them?
Nope.
Come back.
Nope.
What?
Grab the helmet and throw it at them.
Nice.
Apparently.
Like
no,
old
I
job.
This
think
is
I've
what
heard
I've
of
been
that.
told.
Yeah,
This is
I've
what
heard
I've been
of
told.
that.
So I might have it wrong. This is what I've been told.
I have
gets
heard of that.
that gets rid of your protection.
The
but you're meant
weight
to
of this
hit them,
helmet,
so then-
if it hits you,
Yeah, I
you
know.
will go down.
But what if they've got an accomplice who's like, I'm going to wait
Or
for
they
him to
miss.
throw his helmet and then clock him
stab
in the
him in
head?
the face.
Or they miss.
I don't know, but like, yeah, that's what I was told. They and I've actually seen it as well. Actually, I should have said that first, and then because I was
Come on, bad storytelling.
I forgot. I was drinking at the time.
Do they get trained?
Did it-
I don't
okay.
know. So basically,
I wanna
it was a
see it.
night
I
Did
out.
it
see
actually
like a-
happen then?
Yes.
If you
I
were
want to see
drinking.
like a policeman's ring toss.
Yeah.
Like training.
With a helmet.
Like at the
Okay,
I'm
so
going down to the
basically,
helmet
Right,
range.
you can't
Go.
pass until you've hit 20 points.
yeah. So what it was, we went out. A load of us went out for I think it was a birthday or something, and we saw a fight happening, and police got involved. A policeman got punched, and then that person ran away. Policeman grabbed the helmet, threw it at the person, and chased him because he missed.
And it landed clean on his head.
Yeah. Yes, 20 points. And then the person we were with she was trying to be a police officer. She was in the process of, and she said, yeah, that is actually one of the ways that you can
Interesting.
get a person down.
Question.
Yeah.
Or like pointing something out. You know these police shows when they like go out on, like, oh, tonight on a Saturday night in Newcastle.
Yeah,
Police officer so and so. You never see him throw in the hat when they chase someone.
that's true. That's true.
She's got a point.
Maybe it could be just here.
Because they're usually chasing them in a car.
But then
Yeah.
again, they do chase them without a hat sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because
they're-
the hat weighs them down, so maybe they've already done it off camera.
And this is like a proper
Maybe.
policeman's helmet, not
what the
One of
Not
those-
just one of the
what are the soft hats?
the soft hats wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
It'd just be like,
exactly. I can just
but it'd just be
Right.
like,
I could
yeah.
just imagine like a comedy sketch where they just go throw it, it hits, and he goes, and just carries on
Yeah.
running.
Just a dull thud.
Yeah. But again, I'm not 100%, but I've seen it happen, and that's what I was told
So-
it's meant to happen.
Recall all the guns and give out hats.
Give out helmets, yeah.
And then everyone can just fight it
Yeah.
out with hats.
But it'd be like helmet on a string. So you're going to be like, reel it back in, and then try again. Oh, no. Or, and then you run, and your helmet's there. You got to go back to your helmet later, or you just pick it up and try again.
Lasso
I don't
the
know.
policeman's
Yeah.
helmet.
I think we need to conduct some field experiments.
Yeah.
Right. All right,
Cool,
we'll
let's
get
do
on
it.
this one
And we'll
weekend.
film it.
Yeah, of course we will.
So I need a police helmet.
Results next week, yeah.
All right then. Well, that was an interesting
I'll be the person running away from the
conversation
helmet.
after
Yeah.
talking about
Good.
grim shit.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I know of.
Is there an animal? Have you got some sort of like a cutoff for animals that are acceptable to be killed and are unacceptable to be killed? Because you mentioned like big game hunting and stuff
Yeah.
like that is disgusting
I
to
don't
you.
think you should shoot a bear.
Okay.
But if your cattle is endangered,
Yeah.
Well, I don't have cattle.
if you did have cattle, that was.
Or
endangered.
Beck,
I don't know
if
what-
Beck was
Or
endangered,
Beck was in danger.
in
It's
danger
completely
by a
it's
bear.
completely different to
Cattle.
I mentioned this with the gorilla, I mentioned this in the gorilla in the last podcast. It's completely different when someone you know is personally affected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just talking in. Well, what's your limit?
I don't think I've got a limit. I think if you're prepared to kill something, you should be prepared to kill everything. But I don't like that everything gets killed. Do you know what I mean? So I
But
don't.
you
I
eat-
don't
you
have
eat-
a hard limit.
But you eat chicken and beef. And
We've
Exactly,
brought this
so-
up before of
I don't. Go on.
who's to say what you can kill and eat and what you can't.
Yeah.
We've said it before.
Yeah.
Like just chicken, pork. I know they've been bred for this, but why?
I know. I feel like a bit of like a hypocrite because I don't like the thought of animals being
Killed and
Killed
eaten
off.
and killed, but
I don't like the thought of watching them, being gutted out and cut up and stuff.
Yeah, but you're not the
hand
only...
me a plate of beef cooked in a meal. I'm like, sweet, that's
Yeah, but
tasty.
you're not the only person in the world
I know,
who thinks
but
that.
I know, but
People
it
have a
doesn't make me.
disconnect between what they see on their plates and
Yeah.
what they see in like.
Yeah, because
on the
like
farm.
the guy who was applying for that gun license, he was like, you should like his opinion on it is you should only eat meat if you're prepared to do the killing and gut it yourself. Which he had a point. I'm like, okay, fair, you got me there, but meat's too tasty.
I kind of agree with it. Again, I would never.
Kill it.
I don't think I could. I don't think I
No.
could kill an animal or gut it or skin it.
Not even in...
But it's
I
a
can
good
barely
point,
cook
though,
it.
isn't it?
I
Yeah.
barely like touching raw chicken. Like it's not.
I know, yeah.
my
I'm
thing.
just like straight from the get the packaging.
Oh,
and-
really?
Yeah.
But
No, I can touch it, but I can't.
yeah.
Oh, you couldn't kill a chicken and then pluck it and...
No.
Yeah.
But I do kind of agree that.
If you're not prepared to kill it and
Yeah,
gut
I
it
think that
and
would be a
prepare
good
it-
I
thing
think
for a
majority
person
of
to
people,
do.
Yeah.
majority of people would then be vegetarians.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but again, who's to say why we can eat chickens and beef and pork and
I bet-
stuff, but not?
I bet if white rhino tasted good, it wouldn't
I
be so
ate
low in
rabbit.
numbers.
I ate rabbit abroad. That was
Yeah.
nice. You
Yeah.
don't really see it that often around here, I think.
Same with duck. Like
Oh,
Duck's
nice.
nice.
duck's tasty,
lovely.
but then now and again I see a duck.
I've had
in a pond, and I'm
kangaroo.
just like,
Yeah, but that's like a mallard and a... You don't eat those, do we?
I don't know what
You've had a
duck
kangaroo
comes in a
beef.
duck.
I've had
a la
kangaroo
mange.
burger. I've had ostrich burger.
Yeah, kangaroo burger's tasty, but I don't think I'd ever go
Ah.
through the
Like,
torture of going and kill one.
well, no,
Springbok? No,
no,
it's
sorry,
very-
my point was the ducks that we often see are like mallards and whatever the female ones
Still
are
a
called.
duck though.
Yeah, but they're not the ones we eat, right? It's the white ones.
I have no
The
idea.
ones in Friends.
Yeah, I'm
That-
not sure.
I think it's what you know.
I don't know what type of duck we eat.
Neither do I. I'm just
But-
saying. I'm pretty sure it's not the
About
ones
swan.
we're used to on the canal. Sorry,
Swan.
it's
People eat
illegal to eat swan.
But
Yeah.
why?
Because that's the Queen's bird, bitch.
But
and you
no.
don't fuck with the Queen.
What did she? Why?
She
Why
owns,
is it? the
she
Queen's
owns the swan.
Because she owns the swans.
Why?
still.
Because she does. Because
'Cause
she decided one day
I want to
Fuck.
own swans. Swans are beautiful.
the
I wanna
royal
own
wedding,
swans.
not the royal wedding, the royal birthday recently pissed me off. Right, they had all these people lined up outside whatever cathedral she was waiting to come into for like 6 hours or however long they were there. Why has everyone got to put their day on hold for this one old woman just to come in and be like,
She's a
"Thanks."
queen. She can do anything.
Yeah, no, I
As
agree with you.
you've
It
just said.
Yeah, no, but I said it ironically and sarcastically.
Yeah.
It pisses me off.
Okay,
The queen
fair
should
enough.
Did
just
you
be a
know?
regular
Sorry, talking about the Monday in Australia, they had the day off to celebrate it.
What?
Where was our day off?
Why?
I don't know.
Because they love the queen.
Because I guess
I
that's
don't
the only answer.
understand the love for the royal family. I don't
Yeah.
mind them. I don't love them, but it was just really weird when.
Could be worse.
I've never celebrated
Absolutely,
some
yeah.
birthdays or anything of them.
Have you seen the thing the Invicta Games that Prince Harry's set up?
Mhm.
That they've recently been held in Florida.
Right.
Right before it, the Obamas and. Did you see that video of the Obamas did a video to promote it, and you have Prince Harry and the Queen watching it, and they take the mick
No,
out
I
of
haven't
each
seen
other.
that. No.
It's like a quick 20-30 second little video, but it's you can see the humour from both sides, and I think that's what I like about the royal family is that you don't see it often, but when you do see the humour side of them, I'm like, okay,
You said they
they're
weren't
fun.
No, I don't have a problem with. I don't.
But
Like I
that's the
said, I don't have a
reason
problem
why I
with it.
like
I don't think they're funny, unfunny, or whatever. I just don't really get the crowds that gather.
No.
It's like for the Queen's birthday, and you see Buckingham Palace. She's sitting by there. Just a massive amount of crowds go around and just going to the back. I'm like, you're at the back. Why
Why are you there? You could just watch it at home.
Yeah,
It's the history. It's the thought of being there, and think about how many people around the world would have travelled. They do, the Americans especially, because they don't have that history. They don't have. That's why the Americans love the UK so much, is because of the history that we have, and for some reason they love it. So
it's just weird.
Yeah, I don't like the amount of money that gets spent on these lavish occasions. That it's just needless. She's 90. Just have a quiet little cake
Have
in
a
your
cake, yeah.
in your massive palace.
Victoria
where you live.
Sponge, she'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
We'll just rename the Victoria Sponge after Elizabeth,
Elizabeth
and that could be
Sponge.
a birthday.
That'll be the 100th.
Birthday gesture.
will she write a letter to herself?
That's a good question.
Oh, nice. Existential. I like it.
Ask her.
I'll tweet
I
it.
got a question from a Twitter user.
Yeah. A random one?
No. What about our regular list? This is my best friend Steve, and
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. How long we got left? Oh, because this might take a while.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay.
Call it 22.
20. Okay. I'll call it 22.
And take off half a minute for this discussion.
Let me ask
how
the-
long a time we got.
21 and a half.
Okay. I think it's a good question. If you had to lose one of your senses, which would it be?
Propriety.
Well, thank you.
To save confusion, should we just do the 5? Because
One of the
apparently there's
5.
7 or whatever, but we'll stick with the 5. You know, the
I
ones
already
you
know
get.
the 5.
The
What's
ones you get.
7?
Like feeling heat and all that and stuff like that.
yeah.
That's not.
No, that is a sense.
Oh, and the
But we'll
sixth
stick to the ones that were taught in schools. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, should I get them up?
Yes, please.
Sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell.
Sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. Okay. Oh,
I know him.
probably taste.
Yeah. I
That would do
would've
wonders for my diet. I could just
Yes.
eat
That
all
is
the
true,
celery. Yeah.
That is.
I'd be like, this celery tastes what I think pizza might taste like, but I don't know.
Oh,
'cause-
does everything not like taste the same? But there's just you eat it and there's no.
Just-
yeah.
There's
Yeah, there's no
nothing.
taste.
There's nothing. Not even your mind thinking that it's going
You
to
know how
taste
people
like
Yeah,
go,
wicked.
they eat something and they're like, oh, there's no taste to that.
Yeah.
Just have that with all foods. I'd be happy with that one.
I
'Cause
get
then
I'd
that.
say
can,
taste.
I'll be able to eat so much better than I do now.
I've solved it already.
What'd you
Taste.
taste?
Yeah.
I was
I couldn't do without seeing a sunset.
No.
I
seeing.
couldn't do
No,
it.
I'd have to see.
No, I'd have to see how.
I'd have to hear.
Smell.
Yeah, but smell.
Come on.
What I
everyone's
like
got
about
favourite
smell
smells.
is that it links. That is the closest thing linked to memory, as they say.
Yeah.
That's
So
true,
you can
but I
smell
do remember
something
the
and go, "Oh my
bad smells
God."
more than the good. Do you know what I mean?
Enough to want to get rid of all of them, though?
I don't know.
Did a heinous fart ruin your...
Anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way. Another reason why I'm going to move on quickly.
You got to add that to the title list. Did a heinous fart ruin your anniversary?
Oh dear.
I'm going to move on quickly. The other reason why I'm picking taste to get rid of is because you have spoiled pizza for me.
Why?
Because remember ages ago we bought Rocket Joe's when we were in the, and you put kebab meat on
Kebab
it.
meat on it.
Ever since then, I've not been able to eat pizza in the same way.
Well,
So
okay.
yeah, that's-
Sorry.
Saints it.
That's the
My
reason why I'm
apologies.
getting...
I didn't know that was that bad.
Well, now...
Was it really that bad? What did they put on it? Kebab meat?
Kebab meat.
Oh,
Was it...
fucking
Nothing.
disgusting.
Now, was,
Take the kebab meat off.
was that a taste problem or a texture problem? Because kebab
Taste.
meat's got an awful texture if you're not expecting
Right.
it.
What is all this up with this texture stuff? Because I don't get it when people go, oh, I don't like it because of the texture.
Mouthfeel.
It's just the feeling of it in your mouth. It's like
Your mouth is a sensitive organ, Claire.
Yeah,
Can
but
you have
I've never
taste
had
without
that
smell?
problem.
I think taste is a lot. I think smell contributes a large
yeah.
amount of how much you taste. but I'm
'Cause they
sure
would
the
say if you
taste-
don't like
Because if you
something-
smell, if it smells horrible, it'll taste.
Sorry, it just reminds me of the Friends joke. Joey said half the taste is in the smell.
Yeah.
You're sucking out all the taste.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get them back.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
Which would you give up?
That's my thoughts.
Okay,
I
what
am
do
a
you
horse.
think?
Okay, I was gonna say taste,
Yeah.
but the reason I go to all these like nice restaurants and stuff is for the taste and everything.
Yeah,
like, you
Think of the
know,
money you'd save.
I would save a lot of money. I would say taste because again,
Think about how much healthier stuff you'll be eating.
yeah, again, but I like the healthy taste. I like the taste of healthy stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Celery has a very powerful kick to the taste.
What?
Celery.
Celery's got fuck all taste.
What?
Celery's just crunchy water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the taste of it. There's a
It gives
there's
me
a
a-
definite taste
The
of it.
first time I ate celery properly, consistently, it gave me headaches for weeks until I
Could
got
you
used
just
to
eat
it.
a celery stick right now?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't taste of anything at all.
Doesn't. No.
Okay.
Tastes horrible.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like celery.
Okay, celery. No, I don't mind celery, but the taste is a very powerful
You
taste to
burn
it.
more. There's no.
Yeah,
like,
they always say you burn more calories.
eating
Is
it.
that true though?
Yeah, because there's hardly any
I
calories
doubt
in it.
that's true.
What about
Yeah.
cucumber?
Probably the same.
Because I love cucumber.
Cucumber's great. Very
And
fresh.
people say cucumber doesn't taste of anything, but I think it tastes like cucumber.
Well, of course it tastes like cucumber. It's cucumber.
Same
Yeah,
with
but it's
celery.
got a taste to it. But if you say celery tastes like celery, but you said celery doesn't have a taste.
Yeah. Well,
Shall
I
I,
find them both like they just taste like.
No.
People say that they just say water, but it's not taste.
Yeah.
It's not a taste of water.
Listen up, you two.
Shall I say the other senses just to see what they are?
Yeah, go on
Because
then.
I got them up. Basically, there are Sensory modalities include temperature, so feeling heat and whatnot. I don't know, wouldn't mind losing that one.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I
bother
hate
me.
being
Yeah.
too hot and too cold. I mean, if you don't feel it, would you be just right? Or wouldn't you... Or would you... Sorry, like Goldilocks. Just right. Or would you just like be in danger of being out in the cold and then you would die because you don't feel the cold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because your body will still.
Because I was
burn.
gonna
And
say,
same
like-
in the heat.
Temperature wise, you could grab something. You don't feel it, but you'll still burn yourself. Do you know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
still get the degree burns.
You'll still get the
But you
third
just
degree,
won't
fourth,
feel
whatever
it.
degree burn, but you won't feel it.
Like, say you put your hand on like an iron and you wouldn't feel that. But
But would you feel the pain later of it being
Well,
No,
if
burnt?
you don't
feel pain.
feel it...
You don't
I
feel
mean?
That's,
pain.
well, this is just
Yeah.
temperature. This
of
is,
the
this-
swelling and
No,
the
I know what you
burning
mean.
and
This
the
is just
thing.
temperature.
So yeah, you'll still get the burns and.
This is not just losing your feel.
That's a tricky one, because how do you... Yeah, because you'd still have your sense of touch, so you could still feel pain because you can still feel anything.
Yeah.
But how would that work if you got rid of temperature?
There is a pain. There is a pain one. Another sense.
Yeah.
Well, everyone would get rid of that then.
They would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
No,
No, 'cause then
I
you'll chop
think
your hand
pain
off
is a
and you'll
good
be like,
thing.
I don't know if my hand chopped off, it doesn't hurt, and then you can lose.
Well, there
blood
are
with
some
that.
people who do. That is an actual medical condition. People who don't
People can't
feel
feel
pain.
pain.
And that is dangerous because
Yeah.
they
They've-
could, they could slice their...
They're like,
They're
I'm
just
going to
not-
jump off this building because I'm not going to feel the pain when I hit the floor.
Yeah.
Oh crap, he's
I
dead.
believe there's an episode on House. There's a girl who can't feel pain. And
Yeah,
it's
but they
really
say the people who can't feel pain are the
Antichrist.
no actual psychopaths. They say psychopaths don't feel emotion or pain.
Yeah, that's emotional. I'm not about actual physical pain. This is like...
Like-
No, but still.
well,
They
no,
say
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. I think that it's actual pain as well. That they don't feel any pain. That they think like that they should feel pain, but they actually don't.
vibration?
Vibration
No, I'd
is a
wanna feel
sense.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be touch, wouldn't it? Because that's...
Hey, again, I'm just... this is Wikipedia.
Hey,
This
hey,
is,
hey,
yeah. This is all I know from
Okay.
Wikipedia.
Oh, Mario.
Mario. And kinesthetic sense?
I think this is bullshit. I think you found a
Probably-
bullshit article.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about
It's
touch,
Wikipedia,
taste,
come on.
smell,
Yeah,
sight,
just do the
sound.
5. Just do the normal 5.
Oh,
What should we?
Yeah.
What would you get rid of? Taste still.
It'd be taste.
Sorry.
Because I would never want to not see a sunset again.
Yeah.
I would never not want to hear my favourite song or the voice of my loved ones.
Oh.
I would never not want to feel the warm embrace of a lover.
Yeah. Oh.
What's the other one? Taste.
Smell.
I'd get rid of
Smell.
taste because
Smell.
you could just suck
Never
all the
wanna-
dicks and it wouldn't matter then. Smell. I wouldn't want to get rid of
I
smell.
would do the impression of that gymnastic teacher, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
No.
Yeah, smell
Taste.
purely for the reason you said that it brings back memories. Is smell is a prominent. So taste would have to go, I'm afraid.
I
Yeah.
would probably say taste out. I
And
would
I
say taste as well.
love food, but
Yeah.
I love my other senses more.
So, Ollie,
And
carry on.
all the other senses become stronger when you lose that one sense.
Again,
so I could
is
see
that
my loved
true?
ones better.
Is that
can
true?
You
see
can
it.
feel your loved ones better.
Is that scientifically proven?
I think so. Like if you're like if someone's blind, their hearing is much better. Because your
'Cause you're not
brain
using
and
it,
you're
okay,
not
but-
thinking about using your
Okay,
eyes.
but if
sort
you
of
just
thing,
close
so
your
you're
eyes,
more-
does your hearing get better
No,
or does your taste
probably
No,
get
it just
better?
it may appear like it may seem better to you because you're not thinking about what you're seeing. You're not taking in what you're seeing.
So I'm just typing in Google, are your senses heightened? And then just the first 3 suggestions on good old Google is, are your senses heightened during your period? Are your senses heightened when pregnant? Are your senses heightened when high?
Yes.
I'm trying to see when you lose one.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there, I have a friend, I've known 2 people in my life who don't have a sense of smell.
Yeah, I know.
Which
someone
is
like
why I would choose that, because they seem okay in life. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
that. Sense of smell doesn't. Again, it's not one.
No, I can't. I've got my favourite smells. I can't get rid of
The
that.
I think the only reason, as I said, and as you've agreed with, the only reason I'd keep the sense of smell is because of it relating back to. They say it's the closest thing linked to memory.
Yeah. Thing is, losing your smell or taste isn't going to inhibit your life in a major way.
No,
Whereas
not
if
really.
if you just woke up and couldn't see all of a sudden.
See, hear, or touch, they're the major ones.
The only guy that I ever knew that was an osmic, I don't know whether it was a cruel trick of the universe that was being played on him, but every time I'd like come into the where he was, I'd always come in with a smell comment, like, "Oh, can you smell that?" And he'd be like,
No.
"I'm an osmic," and I'd do it over
I
and
can't
over
remember
again
if I-
purely by accident.
I can't remember if I said this on the podcast or did I just tell you guys with Matt Manley.
Hmm.
That's who I was talking about. I didn't want to say his name.
Oh, sorry.
But
Yeah,
go
You
on.
doesn't
still
matter.
had to point it out.
Yeah.
You've outed him now.
Sorry, dude.
Dirty nose smeller.
But I can't remember if I said it on the podcast, but me and him were, I think I may have, I'll just say it again. We were in doing a, we were in one of the
I know this story.
we were in one of the storerooms doing count, and it was a very closed-in storeroom, not much ventilation.
You have said this on the podcast before.
Ah, okay.
It was the
Sorry.
podcast, was it? That's
Yeah,
fine, as long
that's
as we
how
know.
That's how
So
I
basically,
know of
yeah,
it.
if any new listeners haven't heard it, so basically,
That's how I knew of it. Yeah.
It's a good story.
so yeah, we were doing this. It was like when I first started there as well, and I got put on the count. And Matt Manny was in there. Didn't know that he was an asthmatic at all, and I really needed to fart. And it was like because I was really embarrassed about it, and I like held it in, and actually like really hurt. I was like, oh, I got to a point where I was hurting, so I was like, oh, I just need to go to the toilet a sec. And I went out and just went to the toilet, let out this massive fart, went back in, and it was all fine. And then about 5-10 minutes later, we ended up having a conversation, found out he was an asthmatic.
How
So it really
strange.
wouldn't have mattered in the first place, as long as I let it out silently.
How strange that you found out in that
Yeah, in that
conversation.
still, yeah.
yeah, like that's
Yeah,
interesting.
so that was horrible.
So you lose taste.
I'd lose taste.
Dale,
Taste.
Claire,
Taste.
I go smell.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would.
What is it about taste that's keeping it in for you?
Because I love food.
Any
And like
particular
you said, you
kind
love
of-
food so much, I want to taste that food.
But you don't have any favourite smells?
No, not really.
And you don't care
Yeah.
about the link to the memory?
I have a good memory anyway, as Ollie pointed out
You
earlier.
can argue that the taste can link you back to a memory.
But I've had more smells that have linked back to memory than tastes.
But
I'm not saying. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's a
someone
tough
else might be
choice.
affected similarly.
Yeah.
do you know it's a tough
Yeah.
choice either way. But I guess if I was born without a sense of smell, you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing this is like if it happened tomorrow, what would we lose? You guys would all lose your taste tomorrow, and I'd lose my
Yeah.
smell. I mean that.
I'd be happy with
I
that.
think so, yeah.
It's interesting that obviously we've developed these senses over the millennia for a purpose. So like obviously if you couldn't taste anything back before there were shops that sold you nice food and you ate berries which tasted bad but you didn't know, they'd
Yeah.
likely poison you.
Okay,
So
well,
that's
there we
an
go.
like
Yeah.
imagine you were like 300, that's not long enough.
200 years old.
2000, that's not long enough. Thousands of years ago when you were just a hunter-gatherer. I wonder which, I'd probably, no, but then you'd want to smell predators coming downwind, wouldn't you?
I got another thing as
Isn't
well.
there a way you can pick up poisonous food by looking at them anyway? Not for the taste.
How do you know?
But if
I
you're
don't
eating
know.
berries or something, you're like, oh, look, a nice red berry, and that could be fine for you. But then you'd be like, oh, look, another nice red berry, and that one
And
could
it's
taste
poisonous.
bitter as hell, and then...
You
But
wouldn't
then
really
by
know.
that point, you won't know until you've had it, even if you do know taste or not.
Yeah, but you'd be like, tastes bitter, what? You'd be sucking on a little berry. You'd be like,
Okay, I got something to go to both. Okay, so if you got no sense of taste, you could eat something poisonous and die.
Yeah.
I was going to say there's nothing that you could really smell and die of, but if you had a gas leak in your house and you did
Yeah.
not smell it at all,
Yeah.
You got a point.
you would die.
But
well,
didn't you-
potentially.
Potentially.
Didn't you guys? Sorry, I can't remember who said this. It was one of you guys then. Said, "Oh, I can eat anything if I have a sense of taste." Right? Isn't that a bad thing? Because if you constantly eat,
Well, no, like you
No.
could, if you had the mindset of you could just eat,
Yeah.
again, you could eat
yeah,
all
but you're like, oh, I
the
can't
healthy
taste that. Oh, I
stuff.
can't taste that. Oh, I
but
can't
you still
taste.
know how calories work and
Right.
stuff like that.
If
So
we
you
woke
And you know
up-
how your stomach wants to.
Yeah, you're saying if we wake up tomorrow
Yeah.
and
Okay.
have it, so we'd still have our mindset of we want to, like we're like kind of fitness things, we want to go and we would eat
Yeah.
healthy.
I'd move to an electric house. No gas smell there.
I like how you said it like that.
Just
Fair
saying.
play.
I just found a way around it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I was going to say smoke,
fine.
but then you could see smoke instead of smelling smoke.
I can see smoke, absolutely. Yeah,
Except for when you're asleep, you can't see smoke. You usually smell it.
that's true.
Oh, man. The
I think you need
universe is
everything.
fucking amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
And
given us
also,
these
again-
5 senses. How fortunate are we all to have these 5
Yeah.
senses intact?
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah.
Gutted, Manly.
I'm not sure if he was born with it.
I don't know. No, I
think
think
he
he wasn't
was.
born with it.
Oh, I
You
thought
think he
I
was?
thought
I
he
can't
was.
remember.
I'm not gonna
Another
say.
argument then for
Please
food.
clarify.
Another argument for food as well. So basically, you eat something because you don't really know. It doesn't matter about the taste, but your stomach still might not like it. So it might actually be good for you, and you might just end up throwing it up anyway.
But then if you got smell, You can usually.
Yeah, but you wouldn't eat shit, would you?
Well, no, not that. But I mean, like you could eat something.
It smells like shit. Does
Or
it
you
taste
could,
like shit though?
Again, you could continuously eat this something, and your stomach might not actually like it. But do you know what I mean? Because your stomach's a different thing altogether. You might like something going down, but
no, I
then
get what he
your
means.
stomach is like doesn't really
But
like
like you
it.
said, if it's from tomorrow, we all know what we don't and do like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you've got no, because you don't really like this one thing that you don't like this one thing that you would eat, but because it's healthy for you, you might eat it anyway. But your stomach might not like it.
I think
You
I
still,
just... Go on.
go on. I was gonna say you still do that with taste anyway. I eat plenty of stuff that tastes good that isn't good for me, and then my stomach's like, you fat bastard.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what my
So I
stomach
was
sounds
just
like.
thinking of something else.
You prick.
Yeah.
I just think I remember the bad smells more than the good. I think I have more bad smells than good. I don't know what that says about me, but
Yeah.
So
Again, no, I
thank you,
don't.
Claire.
Bad smells don't really bother me that much.
Yeah, they bother me. So yeah, smells for me.
Oh.
Fair play.
I was gonna say a
So
varied list of answers, but it wasn't varied
No,
at all.
no.
There was 2 answers.
yeah.
So
So
and with us great
yeah.
taste.
taste. We all pretty much said taste straight away.
Did you hear about the story or fairly recently? There was a woman that identified with being a blind person. Right? This is how she identified. She was adamant that she was supposed to be blind. So she found a
Supposed to be.
this is what she thought.
Okay.
So she was seeing like a psychotherapist or whatever who she convinced to pour bleach in her eyes, and she blinded herself because she was convinced
she was believed.
she was convinced that she was supposed to be blind.
Wow.
What a fucking idiot. What a
Be thankful and grateful that you got sight.
yeah. Or
Well-
like just wear eye patches. Don't
Yeah.
permanently
Yeah.
blind yourself.
Well, there was a person who I saw on,
I've got one.
on, what was it? Jeremy Kyle. Jeremy Kyle. Someone showed this to me, and it was, I don't watch stuff like that, but Jeremy Kyle. So this person was a guy, and he, in his mindset, he knew he should be a woman. So he had all these operations to make himself a woman, and then he knew, again in his mind, that he. Do you know about this at all?
No,
Have you ever
no,
read about this?
I'm just-
Anyone? So there was this person who wanted to be a woman, thought he should be a woman, so he was a woman. Then he thought, he just knew in his mindset that he didn't want legs, and he didn't want legs
Don't
at all.
What?
He didn't want legs.
Don't say he wanted to get amputated. Like
He wanted them gone. He wanted them gone, but no one would do it
good.
because of But he injected feces into his kneecaps to get it infected, and then
think
he had to have
I
them
heard.
chopped off.
I think I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
that's ridiculously stupid, but carry on, because it's only your own life you're
Oh
fucking
yeah, it's
ruining,
only, but
so
like,
good for
why
you.
would you? How can you have a mindset of that? And then he had him on Jeremy Kyle, and then he was in this wheelchair, both legs gone, and he was convinced. Like one actually, I think one was longer than the other. Like one cut off the knee below, and then one cut off the knee above, or something like that. And he's just in this wheelchair, dressed as a woman, long hair. I think he had tits as well, and I think he kept his penis. So I can't really remember.
In
but-
a jar next to it.
Yeah, but no, he just knew that in his
He
mind. He
attached it to
said,
his leg now
"I
and
shouldn't
again."
have legs."
Wow.
Why would you do that?
That's weird.
And he's just there in his wheelchair, happy as Larry.
Happy
Oh.
as Lassie.
Lassie, yeah. And yeah, it's really odd. And like, but how are your mindset can do
I
that?
suppose if she's happy,
Yeah, it'd be a she.
It's
Good
a
on her,
strange one, isn't it? Because
but-
everyone should be allowed to do exactly what they want to do as long as it's not impacting somebody else.
Oh,
but
yeah,
what
but
it's
how are you
permanent
gonna
changes, permanent changes for a potentially impermanent state of mind.
Yeah.
You know,
But how could you just wake up one day and know you don't want legs?
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Anyway, can we quickly do one more thing? It's only a quick thing.
Yep.
We keep asking people who come on to Backwind what they want to throw into Room 101, and now Claire's on the show. So, Claire, what do you want to throw into Room 101?
Don't judge or don't laugh. But it's the only thing I can think of.
Don't say that, because then I will. I
It's-
have the complete opposite.
It's like a saying. It's a sentence, and it's mainly on like on the news. I hear it all the time on like BBC Breakfast or something, and they always go, "Oh, it's exactly 8:20."
That's
Okay.
such a weird, specific thing to throw in there.
But it annoys me because it's like, what's so exact about it? 8:19 is exact.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
exact about
And it's-
8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock? Just because they're only saying it when it's
By the
bang on
millisecond.
by the 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But they don't go, oh, it's exactly 8, 12, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It
How
really
precisely?
annoys me.
How precisely are they monitoring this sun? Is what I want to know. To know that exactly, and how often do they get it like spot on?
That's what I mean,
And
like,
the guy's like, it's exactly 20.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean.
Fucking
Obviously,
nailed
you see the time in the corner, don't you?
Yeah.
And like every now and again they'll say the time, and it's always when it's rounded up to the 5 minutes past or whatever. It's like every time is if that's the case, every time's exact.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that is.
I
that is
I just don't get that saying.
Why they need to
and
say it.
Why
do
they
you
need to say it.
Yeah.
because people go by the 5-minute thing. I mean, don't you round up when someone's asked you the time? So say they asked you the time and it's just before 20 past. I always say 20 past.
Yeah.
I don't say 19 minutes, but I don't say exactly 20
No,
past.
No. My issue is putting the exactly in the sentence.
Yeah.
Like
Not
I
just
don't,
the time is 8:20.
or the time is 8:50, like 8:13. I don't mind about that. It's when they
but why
include
do
the word
exactly?
exactly.
That's a
Okay,
funny one.
What's so unexactly about the time?
Yeah.
I agree.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when you said you just want to kind of round up and go,
Yeah, yeah.
it's 20 past. I don't.
You
I
tell,
either,
me the exact
I
time.
either do two ways. One of which is it is 17 minutes past the hour. That's what I say.
Is,
Or
this
I'll,
is that to wind someone up, or
No,
you
no,
just,
no.
you just do it?
I literally, someone's like, oh, what's time? I go, it is 17 past the hour of 2. Or something like that. I just want to say it. That's
You
just...
like saying it in a different way.
Yeah, or I say, if it's, when you say, if it's not 18 minutes past and you say, it's 20 past, I go, it's coming up to 20 past. I say it two different ways, depending on how I'm feeling. I never go, it's 20 past when it's not, or I don't go, it's
Why not?
18 minutes past. I don't
Close
know.
enough, isn't it?
Sometimes I'll round like 11 minutes past up to half past if I want someone to do something.
Deal.
I'm like, it's half past now. It's not, but I want you to get out.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I do it with people who are always late. Tell them at the time, 15:15. Turn it back
Yeah.
half past. There they are.
Yeah.
The,
Do they-
the
Oh, yeah.
Americans don't like it. Like, I say they don't like it. They don't understand it when people go, it's 2:30. Like what?
2:30.
They say
They have to say
2:30.
they have to say 2:30.
And like
or
quarter to
15 minutes past.
or 2:45.
Yeah, they don't understand, like, or they don't get the quarter past, half past,
Yeah.
quarter to thing. I'm like, what? It's like it's 15 minutes past. Or 2:30 or whatever. But anyway, no. My issue is using the word exactly in that sentence.
Okay.
I'd
We're
agree.
throwing it in.
I'd put it in.
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
no
think
reason to have it there, yay or nay. It doesn't
doesn't
bother
make
me in
sense.
either way.
It doesn't bother. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
Throw
don't
it
think,
in there.
I don't think you can
Sweet.
measure anything that exactly to say that it's exactly.
It's in room 101.
I
Well
thought you
done,
had to do
Claire.
that.
Thanks.
The what? Sorry. Oh, you... Excellent. Cool. So yeah, I think that wraps things up, isn't it all?
Yes.
Question. One thing.
Yeah, go on.
Did Steve give us an answer for which sense he would like to get rid of?
Do you know
Or
what he actually
if
did?
not, Steve, let us know, please.
Steve wants to feature on the next episode.
No.
Tell Steve he's got 10 minutes to give us an answer, or I'm taking a sense off him by force.
Yeah. Tweet him now.
Live tweet him now.
Live tweet him
Yeah.
now. He's working. But
He's
no,
gonna hold
he-
his
he-
nose
he's
for-
very, very keen to come on to an episode, so he will get his answer then, I suppose.
Cool beans.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool beans.
Okay, so thank you all very, very much for
That's one
listening.
thing I'd like to put into room 101. People say cool beans. Fucking hate it.
Jesus, Dale. Do you ever let me finish?
I'd like to put interruptions when we're closing
In
the
that
show
case,
into
he'd be
room
in there.
101.
He's the biggest interrupter ever. Did I tell you about the time? Or did I tell the viewers about the time where I was in a conversation with him? I interrupted you. Okay.
Fucking get on
I
with
was
it.
in a
It's
conversation-
nearly half past
I was in a-
Thursday next week.
I was in a conversation with
It's
him.
exactly 20 past.
I don't care. I was in a conversation with him, and he was like, and then phoned someone. I was like, I'm talking to you, and he just walked off. I was like,
It's not true.
what? It is true.
Complete lies.
No.
Lies, I tell you.
I go for it. Keegan, sorry.
No, that's fine. No worries. Thank you all very
Let me
much
just
for
phone
listening.
someone, Keegan.
This is the end of the show. Bye.
Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you, Claire, for appearing on the episode.
No worries.
Glad to have you back again, I'm sure. Exactly in 5 episode's time.
Yeah, exactly an hour and 35 minutes.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you all very much for listening. If you want to check out other podcasts that we do, there's Two Guys and a Girl with Ollie, John and Jess, and there's Screen Fiends with me, Zoe and John, and of course Backwind will be online every Saturday. Check out the links at the end of the episode. And so thanks guys, have a lovely weekend everybody, goodbye!
Goodbye!
Bye.
Hello, this is Chris from the Backwind Podcast, and I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank you for listening to our channel. We really appreciate it, and we hope you enjoyed the latest episode. If you or anyone else that you know would like to hear more from us, just check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes at Backwind Podcast. If you want to see our faces, you can find us on YouTube, where we upload a new episode every week. If you like what you see, feel free to give us a thumbs up or even subscribe to our channel. And to follow even more updates from us, we are on Twitter and Instagram with the same name, Backwind Podcast. And if you're a particular fan of myself, Dale or Ollie, we are all on Instagram with separate accounts, at Backwind Ollie, at Backwind Dale, and at Backwind Keegan. Thank you all very much again for listening, and have a great week.